Hello and welcome back to TYG Talks. I am back with Loot and Maiden. Say hello, you two.
Hello, you two.
I knew one of you'd do it.
Did you miss us?
And we are back talking secret level spoilers. Of course, we have just watched the episode 5, 6, 7, and 8. So it's the next 4 episodes of secret level spoilers. Of course, if you haven't watched it, go away and watch it and come back and talk with us. Right, how are we both?
We're good.
Yep.
All good. You excited to talk about this? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's
All right.
one or two in this little bunch I'm very happy about.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start off with episode 5, which is Warhammer 40K, and they shall know no fear. Okay, I don't think any of us are very well versed in the Warhammer lore. I can pretty much say that.
I know it exists.
I know
That's my
snippets, I know little bits, but
Yeah, my
the
lore
40K
goes
universe
to
is so
about
big.
Space Marine and Space Marine 2. That's about it. Maybe a couple of other things. I don't know deep. I've never read any books, never played the game, but I know the universe. I know the lore, some of the lore. I know Titus was in this from the Space Marine games. So, who wants to go through? Well, I'm going to briefly say the plot of this one.
I'll give it a crack. Sure. Okay. Yep. So basically, Metatorus, whatever his name is, who's a Blade Guard sergeant. No idea what the significance of that is. Somebody in the comments, please let me know. Is given a mission directive to locate a apostate relic. And second objective is to secure ordnance strike coordinates. Basically, they have to go in, destroy stuff, and get it nuked from space by the rest of the Space Marines. So him and 3 other Space Marines are drop shipped onto a planet. I don't believe we're told which one. If we did, I didn't see it.
I think it's just a death world.
And basically, they have to take out a bunch of scavengers or
Cultists, I believe.
Cultists, thank you. And kill a bunch of demons / whatever they are. And action ensues, basically.
About it, yeah. I got to say, this is the most visceral of the episodes. Oh my god, they went. Minimal dialogue in this episode. It's just pure action.
Voice actors really earned their keep on this one. They just
full on fits
so
the
many
40K
lines.
World of this is just a world of chaos. There is only war. There is only death and carnage, and it even shows at the end where you have these genetically modified superhuman Space Marines that, I mean, as you see them fight the cultists, they tower over them. They tower over these little pipsqueaks of cultists and just walk through them like they're walking through a field of grass.
Yeah.
But even at the end, these insane humans can still fall just as easy. There is the world of 40K. None survive. If you are a hero and your name goes into legend, it's because you probably survived more than 2 weeks on the front line.
I mean, I know we could talk for hours about the lore, about how Space Marines or just Adeptus Astartes, serve until death and then beyond sometimes. If
not to mention, you also have the different Adeptus Astartes chapters. The one that we see here is the Ultramarines,
yes.
The classic gold and blue. The people's people kind of one. They're always very classic. If you see Space Marine, you see an Ultramarine.
Yeah. I gotta say, this is the first. Whenever you see a Space Marine, like the army, you think they can't move very fast. But this one really, like, they are really kinetic. They are really mobile. It's like, whoa.
Oh yeah, these. I mean, when you look at the lore of these Marines, they move lightning fast. Like, not only have they got the genetically enhanced muscles and augmentations to them, the armor itself, big, clunky, heavy, but it moves. But I mean, to be fair, everything in the 40K universe is big, clunky, and heavy. I mean, for God's sake, their ships all have big cathedrals in them.
Yes.
Size is no issue there.
No.
You think a normal ship, let's make it 10 times bigger. That is going to be a dining room.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a mega table. I want a chair the size of just a church. And that's just for one person.
I think one of those things about telling was when Titus just charges forward and just literally goes through a car. Just
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like the lightning speed.
Yeah. The badassery by Titus in this is just, it is top level of, I am the hero, I don't look at explosions, you're all gonna die now, kind of stuff.
And
I was going to say, we are going to put the 300
Incredible.
Spartans to shame.
Yeah.
Of 4 Marines will take on the world.
And I gotta say, it was like he was given the nobody job of just carrying that casket.
Yes.
So yeah, they had to deliver a casket to a Chaos Shrine, I want to say, which contained a Psyker, which generated a psychic force field around so they could destroy it.
Yeah, I believe the idea of bring the Psyker, create a protective field, because you saw as they're attacking, some form of warp chaos beings were trying to attack them, and the Psyker held.
I as someone who knows nothing about war, for that reveal for me where they just open I thought they were carrying, a
Computer,
weapon
something like that,
cargo crate or something, bombs to plant on the relic or something, not a human inside a coffin.
Oh,
That
Luke,
was
I advise
wild.
you, go look up more of the lore and look up about servitors.
Yeah. Look up at what is it? Goliaths. Is it the big mechs they use?
Yeah,
not the massive mechs, but the sort of ones that tower above Space Marines, that are literally piloted by dead Space Marines.
I was going to say it's servo schools, like
Server schools, yeah.
Even in death, you still have a use in the world.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because that'll come up in one of the later episodes as well.
Yeah, it will.
It's just one of those of the 40k thing. It did a perfect idea of what the 40k universe is.
Yes.
It is just action and chaos. There is no peace. There is no downtime.
There is only war, to quote the tagline.
Yes.
It is a grimdark universe, and this episode perfectly portrays it. Minimal dialogue, beautiful animation, especially all the oily effects.
That contrast, as Luke mentioned when we were watching it, of the walking just a dark corridor. All you have is pitch black, the Marines, and the footprints they leave behind.
Yeah. Oh, did they glow?
Neon blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, and on that as well, the audio was so good. They knew how to use silence. They knew how to make the big things more impactful, because it wasn't just music and explosions and everything. Silence and then an explosion was so much more powerful in this. It blended so well with the animation.
I was going to say, such a guttural hit as well. Like, you hear a hit, it sounds it.
It's heavy. It's yeah.
It's not they're in light Peabody armor. No, it's dunk and then crushing of a skull.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm just remembering, remember the sounds of the bullets hitting the armor.
Yeah.
Just the ping, like the
ping.
Wow, hit that. It sounds full on metal, point blank, high velocity.
The demon design was creepy as heck.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's warp. Just while watching that again, this is one of the few little bits I know of my Warhammer, and it's a thing called the Eye of Terror, which is literally just fear and terror. People around it, that is all they experience. That's what I see when I see that demon opens its eye, and just whatever they do to the Marines.
Oh, it shows it's the Marines' worst
fear. Yeah.
I love the fact that the commander, or the Blade Sergeant's fear was Titus.
Oh yeah, Titus turning into a Chaos Marine. Like going against the Emperor and going, hey, I've gone Chaos.
And then Titus, of course, who knows no fear, just goes, yep, you messed up.
Nope. That's my breakfast, mate. I mean, the good thing I like about this is it does link back to the games. It shows Titus has a kind of affinity to not be affected by warp. And if you've played the first game...
And second, actually.
To be fair, I've not played the second yet.
Yeah, they reference it again in the second.
But yeah, like in the first game, he quite literally holds a thing of pure warp energy. Anyone else, they should have been gone chaos mad. He holds it and destroys it in his own hand to the point where he gets the Inquisition after him. He's like, what did you do? Only a true warp chaos servant can do that. You're heretical. I mean, linking back to the game, like the fact that it is Titus,
Mm-hmm.
that was a nice little nod.
And due to the pips on his forehead, his rank, I believe it is post Space Marine 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember what he was in Space Marine 1 then.
He was captain. He was captain of the.
I did think captain, yeah.
And he was second company lieutenant in this.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay, that was from Warhammer 40K, the Initial No Fear. Good episode, I think, all around. As I say, minimal dialogue, just pure action, pure visceral action.
It's certainly one of the longer titles in the series. It clocked in at 15 minutes 40 excluding credits, but it did not drag in.
No, it did not drag.
It's every
left
second.
going, can I have another 15 minutes, please?
Yes.
Can I have some more?
I want a sequel. I want a sequel now.
Even a full action 60 minute length movie, please.
Mhm.
90 minutes more, sir, please.
More. Please, sir, can I have some more? There's Luke there with a little bowl to Amazon going, "Ugh." I'm going to have to make that now. Anything else to add?
It's good.
It's good. It's
Go
good.
watch it.
Fair enough, right? We'll move on to the next one, which was it was Pac-Man dash Circle. Now, I think they should have just gone whole hog and just called it Shadow Labyrinth Circle, because that's what basically it is. So Shadow Labyrinth was a game when this was made, was coming out soon. It's now currently out, and then it does take heavily. It's like a reimagining of the Pac-Man universe as a Metroidvania. So this episode, even though it was titled Pac-Man, is more Shadow Labyrinth. Main, do you want to go for the plot of this one?
I mean, it's an interesting one. We quite literally get our guy waking up from a test tube with this small, I would say iconic figure, but just a small little yellow figure next to us, just telling us, eat.
Mm-hmm.
Eat or be eaten. That's the only message you're really getting of just survive. And we're following this character and this nice little yellow figure going around for all these different landscapes. Just trials. Like, you've got this small little figure going up against behemoth monsters, plants, and it's just quite literally a fight to survival. Until we get to the end where he seems to fight these, I'm going to call them what looks like guardians of this gate, and he loses. He's losing until this little yellow figure decides to intervene. By that point, he realizes he's messed up, and he's got to do what he can to stop this yellow figure. It's clear this yellow figure is using him to get out.
Yes.
He fails, yellow figure's trapped, and then we get the reveal of this is planned by the yellow figure. We see so many more test tubes with other people in them that it's just going to keep rinse, repeat.
Yes. There's strength and repetition.
Oh, yeah.
So the yellow figure was actually called Puck. It wasn't mentioned, but it's Puck, which is the actual original name of Pac-Man was Puck-Man. I'm saying that very carefully. But the reason they changed it was to avoid vandalization.
This is, for me, the biggest WTF episode of the entire series. That was literally what I wrote down in my notes for this, was just WTF. You know, what am I watching? What on earth is this? This is not the arcade game from the 80s, 70s, you remember?
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things I started to note personally, I mean, at the same time, I've just quickly looked up this Shadow Labyrinth that Scruff mentioned. But the first thing that I started thinking is, I like the idea of the landscapes, because I remember you had other Pac-Man games, and I found one here, Pac-Man World 2 Repack. And I remember Pac-Man started going in this weird direction where, you had the 3D, but it traveled to different lands.
Yeah.
And that's what I started thinking, before I knew about the Shadow Labyrinth, of it's this weird, like, Brothers Grimm version of Disney, of we're retelling Pac-Man stories when he goes to all these different lands, not just the maze, like with the classic arcade game that we're all used to. And that's what got me. I was thinking, oh, it's just this weird, grimdark telling of a classic Pac-Man story, of not just a simple little adventure through a maze where he travels around and such. Like, no, let's put a dark spin to it.
I mean, there were plenty of references to the original arcade. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh.
The first food he picks up was cherries. There was the fact that the Puck wanted them to go eat ghosts, but you know, you can't eat
the
ghosts.
eyes.
Oh no, you can eat them again and again, just not their eyes.
To me, the ending, the strength and repetition.
Yeah.
How many times would you play Pac-Man's like, you fail, start again, fail, start again? Which we will reference in a later episode, I know.
And the fact that they call the world the maze. The design of the swordsman looks very much like the classic Ghost design, especially the eyes. It was the eyes that gave it to me, the way they glowed under the hood. It's like, oh,
the thing that got me was when they mentioned the ghost, it shows a pink one, and then later at the end of the thing, he fights another one of them, and it's red.
Yeah, Pinky. Or there were 4 ghosts, wasn't there? There was a blue,
Pinky,
red,
Inky, Blinkley, and
and
Clyde.
Clyde.
Yes. Can't forget Clyde.
No, yeah. So yeah, the ghosts actually turned out to be the headpieces of the Guardians or whatever, didn't they? It's like it was a weird one, wasn't it? Its tone was
It honestly genuinely kind of made me a bit uncomfortable with some of it.
yeah.
Kind of honestly the ending. Like, yes, we just had the visceral of Warhammer
Mm-hmm.
into the visceral that is the ending of that Pac-Man's like,
Yeah.
that's
Actually, if you think about the entire episode was visceral, very like I'm not.
this is life.
Yeah, it's like
you cannot go hunting.
dismembering the bodies to get to the meaty goodness. Is like
Yeah, you can't go hunting and it'd be like just one of those like you're playing game.
Mhm.
You shoot an arrow, you carve. Oh look, it vanishes.
Mhm.
No, there is
I am WTF is with it's like this tone's all over the place. I mean, it tries to be a horror. I think it was going for the horror vibe.
I mean, if you made me watch that
Mm.
and then say, what do you think it's called? Pac-Man would never ever be
No.
on my list
No,
until I saw that little yellow puck at the end of how it turns into the
Yeah.
Pac-Man symbol. Pac-Man would be so far out of possibilities. Like, you make me think Pac-Man because of a symbol, but it can't be.
Mhm.
This nice little cutesy
Oh,
yellow guy.
It was just when they conjoined became that black like Pac-Man, and it was just devouring everything in its path. It's like, oh god, that's just no.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that is a great take on when you get the superpower
Yeah.
up, and that it just obliterates and it eats the ghost in its path.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
But by the same token, this is out there, man.
Yeah, it's-
I credit to them for trying something different with
Yeah.
it, but
In a sense,
compared
it's like
to the other properties covered in this series, I think a lot of the other properties and the other IPs that they cover, they tend to be pretty faithful.
Mhm.
This, they just feel like they went, let's go
It's a
reimagining
bit
it.
too out there, isn't it? It's a bit too.
I mean, the joking thing of what you just mentioned then at the end, it's like it's Pac-Man told from a tale of the ghosts.
Yeah,
Here's how they see this little critter's like, we got to stop him. Oh, Jesus.
it's just a bit too out. It's a bit too far from the core material. If they called this Shadow Labyrinth,
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Circle.
literally got it open right now, and
Yeah.
it was promoted with the release of this Pac-Man episode.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it was just a bit too out there. But as I said, the animation was unique. It almost had it was 3D, but it had a hand drawn element to it as well, like in the shading and all. It had the
like when the characters.
is it hatching they call it, where they draw lines to simulate shading. I believe that's what it's called. Correct me
I
if
was
I'm
gonna
wrong,
say-
chat.
For some reason, I feel we need a mash here for that
Mhm.
one.
Or a blue
Because I mean, that's
screen.
what got me. The second I see the animation, like the world, like, okay, this looks nice. And then you see the character,
Mhm.
and he looks just so unique compared to everything else at first.
So yeah, a bit too out there. This one, wasn't it?
I will give the series its credit, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did well putting this one straight after Warhammer.
Yes.
Because after you come off the gigantuan high of Warhammer, to have an episode that wasn't so great, kind of lets you come down so that
Yeah.
you can feel the next high that's about to be right
Mhm.
around the corner. Spoilers, it's not episode 7 for me. But I certainly feel like, okay, you can't just have 10 out of 10 episodes
No.
at a time. You do have to have
yeah.
some.
Hmm.
It's not a stinker by
It's not a
any-
stinker. It's
stretch.
just it's mid, isn't it? It's mid.
It's just not for me, bro.
Yeah.
It's one of those, to me, it's like you could tell in the entire series, it's that forgettable one for me of, But with the second you mention, it's like, oh, it's forgettable in the sense of I won't talk about it, but you mention Pac-Man, oh yeah, Jesus, that was, yeah.
I mean,
You kind of deliberately blank it from your memory.
yeah, even the soundscape wasn't particularly memorable, was it? I mean, I'm struggling to even remember. I remember a lot of ethereal sort of background.
It wasn't airy.
Yeah.
It did have that airy feel of,
Yeah.
again, he's truly alone. He's just him
Mhm.
and Puck. So,
I mean, I'm not even remember like any music tracks or anything like that, or how the music stinger came up at the end. All I know is like it was ethereal, then dramatic, and then that was it. I couldn't even tell you.
The only thing that really stuck with me, other than the little Easter eggs, like spotting Pac-Man logos on the sword hilt and stuff, was that right at the end where he's battling the ghost or whatever, it just kind of clobbers him around like. Think Hulk versus Loki from Avengers 1.
Yeah.
That's all I had in my mind while that scene was playing out. It was just him just getting slapped around like a silly doll. And that was kind of comical. I did enjoy that.
Right, so that was the Pac-Man Circle. not a great episode. That wasn't terrible. It was just weird.
Compared to what we've had,
Yeah.
it's
Just a
yeah.
weird tone. Just a really weird tone. Next one. Oh boy. I can predict this was not going to be up there. It was Crossfire, Good Conflict. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. So two rival factions. One faction is to get this guy out of the city with a suitcase. The other guy's trying to. Other teams trying to stop them. Basically, it's a chase the MacGuffin. Chase the MacGuffin episode between two teams and the various military tactics they use to get past them, accumulating with a fight at a dockyard where both teams believe they're the good guys. And guy gets out but doesn't take the briefcase because that wasn't the contract. The contract was to get him out, but he goes, "But if I don't have the briefcase, they'll kill me." So that you should have put that in the contract. Yeah, basically
Mercenaries.
Yeah, mercenaries, and both teams believe they're the good guys. Sort of leaving a sort of philosophical quandary about mercenaries. It's like, but if both sides believe they're good, who is the bad guy?
That just didn't resonate with me.
I'll be honest. This one had the most characters and actors, but dear God, can you remember anyone's name?
Good actors. Like,
Don't remember names at all.
Layla?
I'll tell you what. One of them was called Cross. So
Yeah. I only remember that because I literally watched it less than 24 hours ago. That's the only reason I remember that.
it's basically it's every Call of Duty. It's every, but yeah.
That's what I was about to touch on. It has that good feel to me of. It reminds me so much of like Call of Duty, Spec Ops: The Line, I believe it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it reminded me of Spec Ops: The Line just because of the cityscape they're in, but it does good for that classic movie action style. Like you could just think generic movie here.
Yeah. It is what it was. It was generic military movie. It was generic military shooter.
Yeah.
Which...
And that's don't get me wrong. It's competent in its animation. It's competent in its sequences.
Brilliant acting by all the actors. They were mo-capped as well.
You did feel that one.
Mid.
It's
just
so
another really mid episode.
And it's so rainy. So rainy.
And
they're in a hurricane. Where are they?
I know.
It doesn't tell us where they are.
No.
That is what made me think Spec Ops: The Line. Because Spec Ops: The Line took place in this weird,
wasn't abandoned. It felt like it was an abandoned city, didn't it?
Yeah, that's
I assume that's because they evacuated because they mentioned a hurricane's coming. But all I gathered was from the stop sign it said Alto, so that's Spanish for stop. But tell me where in the world that city was.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact of that briefcase is important to me. This just gave me the full-on. The world's been ravaged by some unnatural weather or something. This guy's got research or money or big corporation. He wants out. Like he's like a whistleblower. He's hired one mercenary company to get him out. That's all the contract says. Of course, he's going to want to take his documents. It's not until the end where it's basically a face-off. You give us a guy, or we take you out. It's like, all you want is a package. You can have the package. We want the guy. We'll trade. Our mission is the guy. We don't care what he has.
I mean, as I say, it's just kind of disappointing. In fact, I didn't even know what Crossfire was. I remember Crossfire being the little metal ball bearing game you shot. Crossfire.
I spent a lot of time looking this game up after the fact, and yet when you type in Crossfire, it's such a generic name. You get so much Crossfire. The game itself was an 07 release. It's the best way I can kind of describe it. It was like Counter-Strike. It was just a military FPS. They've made other games.
Yep.
They've made like a Command & Conquer style.
So many different Crossfire spin-offs.
And here's the thing. I was laughing about this with Loot last night. They made another game. It came out in 2022 February.
Yep.
They killed the game servers 2023 May.
Yep.
And that was a console exclusive. It got such bad reviews because it basically it's a console version of Counter-Strike Go.
Yeah.
That is what the game feels like to most people.
So
they are now releasing a mobile game as well.
A weird
also
addition.
Foreshadowing for future episodes. Speaking of things that get cancelled.
But that's for a future episode. So yeah, this is a weird pick. I have a feeling there was some corporate push to put this one in due to who
I
wrote.
believe so, because it's, from what I was reading, it's one of the highest grossing games of all time.
Yeah.
Even though it was a free to play game, it was just the Counter-Strike of Eastern gaming,
Yeah.
basically, between Korea and China and Japan. Because it runs on potatoes, it's just been so successful for so long. Like, it was still making $1 billion a year as far back as 2018, 2019. And that's after it had been out for 10 years.
Yeah.
So I get it's culturally significant to a certain part of the world, but it's not a game you make a movie about.
No.
It's not a game you make a 15-minute episode about.
I mean, when I think of it, like, when we think Europe, you're going to hear Counter-Strike. When the classic joke with Counter-Strike is it's all the Russians, isn't it, that we hear playing over here?
Yeah.
To them, that's what they're going to have. They're going to have Crossfire, and fair play. If they've got a great game that does amazing, fair play. It's just, it's not over here. We don't know anything of it. It came to the West. It didn't survive.
It just didn't register over here.
So yeah, that was Crossfire. Good conflict. I don't think we've got anything else to say about that. Extremely mid.
It's just a classic movie shooter.
The via X-Ray, Claudia Dumit. I hope I've said that right. Known for playing Veronica Newman. I think I got that right.
Yes.
In The Boys.
Yes.
Also an Amazon Prime series. So yeah, that was pretty cool to see that she was in it.
Yeah.
So
that's interesting. I thought I thought I recognized one of the face actors. You know.
Speaking about recognizing someone, let's read our next one.
Oh yes.
Oh yes. Oh
So-
yes.
You might
Who wants to
recognize them because they relied heavily on this one for the advertising. It was Armored Core Asset Management, with possibly most of the budget going to the lead actor. Don't get me wrong, we have other actors in there, but the main guy, who's just known as Pilot, is played by Keanu Reeves. We also get some starring roles of Tamara Morrison as Old Salt, and Patrick Schwarzenegger, young Schwarzenegger, as the Kid. So, who wants to talk about this one?
I don't know that there's much to talk about in it, because again, kind of like Warhammer, it was just good.
It kind of, when I think about it, it kind of just makes me also remember the Crossfire of it's just an entire one long action sequence. Yes, I mean, from what I remember about the gameplay, it fits the game so well. You basically got Diddy little mech, super speedy as well. That's one thing I'll say about this. This is a speedy mech game, and he's just blitzing through the sky, just in like, what is it, a 1v2 or is it
1v3 at one point? But I'll go quickly back to the plot. We follow Keanu Reeves, the pilot, who has a voice in their head, who is supposedly an AI that guides them through it. He doesn't fit in society because he's augmented, and he believes he's the only augmented person around. Means he's able to link with his gear. No, his core, sorry, which is the big mechs, and he's able to sync with it on an unprecedented level, where other people have to use controls and all that. He can literally mind meld with it, and it will react like. And he's given a contract to track down a target. He hasn't been told what the target is. It's just at this location, and on the way he's attacked by other mechs who seem uncannily to sync up like he can. Two people can attack as one, for example. And during the fight, he discovers that his target was a lab that's trying to do new augments. And a wonderful fake out at the end, I think. A wonderful fake out where it looks like he's doing the god. Is it Adam?
Yeah, like Creation of Man, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like it's doing the creator, but he just moves past the finger and just crushes the head and goes, there's no one like me. That was the plot. So yeah, as I say, very minimal dialogue. Well, no, it wasn't minimal dialogue. There's more dialogue than Warhammer, wasn't there?
Yeah, it's the dialogue in the sense of it's him
and his AI.
I can say it's like Iron Man.
Yeah.
It's him and Jarvis talking. It's him talking to his mech. And the AI's like, missiles inbound. Oh, like shut up, leave me alone. They're on par with you. Shut up, no one's better than me. It's our own little internal argument about him arguing with his machine of, do what I say, we're not in trouble, I know what I'm doing.
Just trust me, I got this.
Very, very again, action heavy. Very faithful to what I remember Armored Core, because I haven't played it in years. I think I played it on the PS1. Very like.
If you're not familiar with Armored Core, for those of our viewers who watch other properties, it's very similar to the mechs from Pacific Rim or the mechs from like a Gundam, but a bit more high paced than.
I was about to say, I wouldn't have thought Pacific Rim, even though the Pacific Rim has the mobility, they're still big and clunky. Yes, they can run through town, but I mean, this to me just seems like a fly. Like he can just zip everywhere, bounce as quick as.
But as I say,
I wrote but next to no notes for this because I was just so enjoying this. I wish they took half the time from Crossfire and gave it to this instead because this clocked in at like 9 minutes 50 and it just wasn't long enough. I needed more. I needed more Keanu. I needed more mechs. I needed more good. Yeah. This was good.
As per the game, there's also like different types of mechs. You had the heavy, powerful ones. You had the zippy, weak ones. You had the ones that, I mean, Keanu's. I'm just calling Keanu, not Pilot. His was loaded out of tons of custom weaponry, which you could switch between on the fly. Pretty much like the games, yeah.
I was gonna say it's like a classic little class system of here's your light armor, speedy, agile. Here's your heavy bulkers. He has a big gun.
Animation-wise, yeah, everyone looked. I mean, Keanu looked great in it. Almost younger as well, didn't they? I think they de-aged him a little bit.
I think it was also because it was probably recorded a while ago and then sat in the can for a while. So
maybe, yeah. But yeah,
I mean, it is also the fact of his style. Like, I mean, right now, when I think Keanu, the classic things is you're thinking John Wick.
Yeah.
The gamers are thinking Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
And this is such a different one. Like, I'm pretty sure he's got good short hair and it's like very tied back military style. And I think that's the biggest one. I think
there's a buzz cut, as far as I remember.
That's the biggest change to me is his hair.
Plus, he looked a bit emancipated, didn't he? He looked a bit thin.
Yeah, a bit thin, lean.
Yeah.
To me, he's a weathered veteran. He's at the bar. He's smoking. It's just like, I've got my job. This is my downtime.
Well, that's what I loved when they were introducing him. They were like, no, when you get in the mech, you leave part of you behind, so you've got something to come back out to, because otherwise you'll let the mech take you over. Yeah. Whereas he is only complete when he's in the mech. Him leaving the mech leaves
I
things
live to work.
Yeah, it's very much he is at one with the mech, and he loves being in the mech, and I loved this so much. So shout out to Erin Yvette. She's also in it. She's been in a number of the Telltale games over the years, and she's actually in Armored Core 6 as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
And also Steve Bloom is in it
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
Steve Bloom. Steve Bloom's in it.
Yeah. I love this. I love this. I love this. This would be up there with Warhammer. For
okay. Well, which one? You had the choice between Warhammer or Armored Core?
This.
For me personally, Warhammer, because I love the universe. Like, this makes me want to go play the game.
Yeah.
I will say, we haven't touched on that. Like, which of these videos makes us want to go play the game? Warhammer always.
Oh, yeah,
Pac-Man,
Warhammer.
No.
Warhammer.
Crossfire? No. This makes me want to go look at it. Like, these kind of zippy mech, like, it makes me want to go and play.
Yeah, that was my big takeaway that I was thinking of last night as well. I was sat there going, no interest in playing Crossfire. It's a Counter-Strike game. No interest. That's not for me. No interest in Pac-Man. Yeah, that was interesting take on it, but that won't make me go play the game. Not even the new Labyrinth one. Warhammer, I might consider Warhammer 2 from this. Space Marine 2, sorry. Armored Core, damn, I nearly went out and bought Armored Core 6 straight away. That's for me why I pipped it over Warhammer.
Yeah,
that it was
fair enough.
That nearly made me buy it right away.
So that was Armored Core. So that has been episode 5 through 8 of Secret Level. A very mixed bag there, wasn't it? Sort of mid-season blues, wasn't it?
I would say compared to the first 4, this has definitely been a lot more action-oriented.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, the first 4, we had a D&D,
there were more hits in the first 4, basically, than there was in this one.
Absolutely.
This was the gamut. This was like both extremes of the gamut. Extremely high, extremely mid.
I think they could have possibly rewoven these episodes differently. You know, if I was releasing this series, I probably would have moved Crossfire to like straight after episode 1, so that you've got that high, low, high, low, high, low. You know what I mean? Rather than 4 in a row of 5 in a row. In fact, the first 4 plus Warhammer were really good.
Yeah.
Then you had 2 really dippy ones into another really good one.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally think that's probably actually a decent way to have it this way, though. If you have your mid in the mid, I would have maybe moved something like the Warhammer. I would have had more the Warhammer nearer to the end. the idea of you've got a great opening start with like the D&D and the Schwarzenegger and Unreal Tournament. You get your mid, like your Crossfire, your Pac-Man, and you round it out on just the pure visceral that is Warhammer. That's the kind of thing I would do. It's like your mid, you're zoned out a bit by then. True, but
I get that. But would you not stop watching if you get to the mid and it's mid?
I believe that's what you'd be worried about. Is this? You put a lot of mid in the middle. It's like, oh yeah, and people just stop watching, and it's like,
I get that. I'm personally one of those. Once I just start something, I just click play, and by the mid, that's often when I can start to zone out.
Yeah. See, when I watched this the first time round, I was picking and choosing the IPs I knew. You know, I was picking the episodes I knew I wanted to watch because I knew the IPs. You know, I knew Outer Worlds. That's coming up, by the way. Stay tuned. You know, I knew Sifu. I knew Pac-Man. I didn't want to go and watch Crossfire. So if that was, I wouldn't be tuning in to keep watching that. I would pick and choose random.
So that was this episode of TYG Talks. Thank you, Loot, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Maiden, for joining us.
Thank you. It's been fun.
What did you think? Did you enjoy this little snippet of the series of Secret Level? We will be back to talk about the next 4 episodes, but until then, make sure you're subscribed. Click that notification bell. Leave a comment if you enjoyed any of these episodes or you disagree with us, even. Be sure to check out Treat Your Geek.
If we got the law wrong,
yes,
please let us know.
Yes, please let us know.
Don't. The Warhammer will get us. The Warhammer will get us.
Thank you for joining us. We'll be back with more stuff later on. And until next time, guys, we'll see you later. Ta-ta for now. Bye.